really quick that was not good enough for Sam. And because things were not moving at her pace and things were not going the way she needed them to. But I feel like that was Tish pushing Sam. She decided in the midst of my sister just losing. She was the one saying all that. That all this time had went by.
Miss.
A scammer.
Tish literally said she told Sam to call. She had her call the person, the mother of the baby boy, Travis. Is that what she said his name was? Yeah. It was all of them in collective.
A casket and put him in the ground.
I agree, Trey. I do agree.
So we could all have some of him, and he wasn't stuck in that ground.
Me too, Heather. They're all to blame.
Our entire family, we still mourn his loss.
I think the thing with social media is people don't get it. I don't know how many times Sam has raised money for anything, but the people that donate, that help, they do come at us and they're like, "What's going on? What's happening? Why is it taking this long? Why is this?" You know what I'm saying? And I think maybe that's why Sam was kind of like pushing you guys a little more.
Roha.
She shouldn't have, but I'm sure. What's been going on? Why isn't this happened? Like, why is this
and that's just it. And that's just it, Leah. That's just it. Is yes, she did have people coming to her, probably saying, why is it taking long? What is going on? What is going on? But the thing is my sister was in communication with her and was telling her every detail of everything that was going on. And then Sam wanted to turn around and get back on her lives and tell all of these people that my sister was scamming and that this was not real and that this money should not go to her. And it was crazy. It was crazy. Yeah, like, this is real life stuff. This is our life.
I know, and I'm sorry that this keeps getting brought up, but it's involved in drama. Like, I'm just hoping maybe after today that this all could just, now that you guys are speaking about it and it happened to you guys, maybe it could just be dropped now that this, you know what I mean? And I appreciate you guys coming in here. You didn't have to do this at all. That it keeps getting brought up and you have to keep reliving this shit. I don't know why people keep using people's traumas for drama. It's just, I don't understand that. But when people hit low, people hit lower, and I'm sorry that that's the way social media works. And I appreciate you guys coming on here but I had to let you guys up because I want your side of the story.
Absolutely, and I'll come in and talk about it. I don't care who is live and who is sharing it. I'll come in and talk about it because quite frankly, me and my niece and his other siblings are sick of getting on TikTok and seeing this constantly talked about. Like, let him rest in peace. And Sam can try to put all of the blame onto Tish or whatever. And I've said it from day one. Tish has shown me her receipts. I have seen them with my own two eyes. I have seen them with my own two eyes.
It's just messed up. They raise money for you in a funeral and then even get the money. That's everyone else is upset about. I get that Tish gave her money back and so on and so forth, but I think the whole mayor is seeing it from an outsider point of view. But I think that is what everybody has been, is what's issue right now.
I don't know what I'm hearing then.
That I think is what Desiree's issue was that all this money was
took you off,
for
Dina.
you guys, for your family, and none of it went to you. Not even
No. And there was supposed to be
money.
Maybe
you were never on this one.
I don't know. I can go back and watch the live. It honestly just tears me up. But there was some money that was left over. Then there was people saying to donate it to get his urn taken care of or whatever. And so at the end of the day, they used
I feel like they're both at fault
to raise this money. Where the money went, how much money was left, who knows. Not all money is good money. And maybe this was a blessing in disguise for us to not, I took care
Yeah,
of
see, they're saying Sam's live.
Yeah, she did. And she's got children. And she's young. She's in her 20s. She's got 3 freaking children. She was behind on her rent. Like, dude, this is people's real life. Okay? Like, young.
And that's why this
Thank
is
you, Miss Potter.
Travis.
That's why
Took
this
care
is
of
bad, because it is real life. It's your
Hey,
real
Fee.
life, and it's not y'all's fault. It's not. I mean, it's not your fault at all. Someone asked if they could help you, and they raised the money, and none of that money went to either one of you. So what was this good deed for?
Right. Exactly.
And you know what, Leah, at the end of the day, you know, they have whatever the case may be on either side or whatever, at the end of the day, they're the ones that have to live with that, and they're the ones that are going to have to answer to the good Lord. So I pray for them, and I hope that they did something good with the money or returned it as they said today. And
you know, anytime I have
that in a certain way, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No.
Hey, Princess
Sorry.
Baby.
No, I'm just listening to you guys. I feel like voicing all this. This has been going back and forth about you guys. I feel like you guys deserve a voice in this.
Yes.
And if anyone wants to see Travis's urn, I believe that it's on my page still. I will have to double check. We got him a Seattle Seahawks urn. It's magnetic. It's beautiful. He is well taken care of. We're getting his paper put down.
That's crazy. No, that shit is insane.
Yeah, I had catch up that I had to end up doing after taking care of my brother, but at least I know that he was able to be taken care of the way that we wanted him to be and not have somebody dictate how he needed to be taken care of.
And that's why it's just hard. This is why I don't raise money for individual people anymore, because this is what happens. And it sucks to say that we can't do that for people, but then look what happens. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah. No, I get it. It's definitely a learning experience, and, you know, I mean, I don't really know how else to put into words. Like, we're okay, you know? Like, yes, it was hard in the moment, and being, you know, without that money. He's going to be taken care of. So I'm the oldest of 5. So Travis was the youngest of 5. There was 3 households involved in the situation. So we took care of each other when my mom and my stepfather, you know, he's not technically my stepfather, but is always going to be my stepfather, the father of Travis. You know, we took care of them, and that's just how it needed to be, you know. So, I mean,
What did you ask Des? I missed it. The comment was flying too much.
do you guys have any questions for the family, or
Yes.
you know, is there anything that you need?
Is there anything that you guys want to ask them? Because I'm hoping after today, you guys could please respect the family and not do this anymore, not use this as a mechanism.
I let Travis rest in peace, please.
Yeah, please stop.
Hold on, let me see.
That's crazy. That somebody has to even say that.
I agree. So she's trying to say that she filed her taxes
Gonna sound
after.
really bad, but I've worked through this, through everything else that you try to put on me. Nothing that's going to be coming out of Tish Hicks or Danny's mouth is ever going to make me lose sleep at night. I don't have to pull up their past to get out from underneath the heat of everybody else. This got pulled back out. Why? Why, once again, over a year later, did this get brought back to the app to all these people, Des, Riker, and all them? Because they were all on Danny's ass. They were all on Tish's ass, right? Right. So let's deflect, get everybody on Sam, and we will ally against her to make Sam look bad, right? Right. But you're still pieces of shit. So you're just as big a piece of shit as I am.
You're all pieces of shit. All of you.
It's cool. It's fine.
Yeah.
Just
Every last one of you are fucking trash.
hurried up when Des was like, okay, bring the title out. but and then that one person did this and that other. Oh, I can't be in a box. I've got legal things going on. Okay. And Dad said, "Hey, where's the title? Oh, now it's in Middleburg, but the other day it was in." And if Tish is so good with the sister and so good with the aunt, then why hasn't Tish done anything to continue to help the family? Why, when they got in the box to smash me to be such a horrible human,
They didn't do that though.
why didn't Tish do anything to compensate?
Not just now. I don't know what they've done in the past, but. So is she saying that she just pocketed this money? Bought Tish a car and pocketed the rest? It sounds like they split it.
That's what I was just. Listen, okay, Bessie. So they got $12,000, and I think I heard a number of $5,600 for a vehicle, and a couple of refunds, and I'm assuming the rest was split between the two of them. And now they're pointing the finger at whoever they can pay.
At each other.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, there will be people that think I'm a piece of shit regardless, and it's okay. You have a right to your opinion.
So you're trying to say she raised almost 20 grand?
A lesson learned. There was a lot going on. There's text proving what? That Tish knew that the money was bought out of the funeral money? What is this one?
Wait, so she's saying Tish knew that they bought the car out of the funeral money?
Oh, yeah, there's a text that Tish absolutely knew that.
Kelly, I don't know if you're still in here, but baby, I will message you when I get off.
And Tish thumbed up dead. Yes, Tish absolutely knew that the money was bought out of funeral money. Danny, why you didn't show this text?
So why would she do that?
Right.
Why would Sam?
Hold on, wait. No, I bought someone a car with the money left from the donations.
It never ends.
Hold on. I wish I could really see more about this.
That's not what happened. She literally bought just a car. There's text messages. The car was spoke about prior. Sam was talking about buying Tish a car prior to ever being money raised.
Okay, but my question to that is if they were already having this odd feeling about the family and refunding people's money and then buy the car?
No. She bought the car. The car was already bought. Sam was still raising money at that point. And then all of a sudden started telling Tish, like, oh, this is something weird. Tish really had no involvement in it other than Tish raised, I think, $1,300. Tish refunded that $1,300.
Anytime anything goes on.
Tish only raised $1,300 and actually refunded all $1,300.
So Sam had money before raising the money?
Yes, she told Tish that she had her taxes. I sound slammed because I'm laying in bed, you dumbass. I was literally taking a nap. Some of us actually work.
It's been a year and there's been no legal allegations. So in order to steal money, you have to do it without people knowing you're doing it. Okay?
But she wasn't saying that before. There's she always says there's text messages to prove this, but never shows any proof.
You have to deceive people.
Well, this is the first time I've watched.
Yeah, she always says that.
So wait, hold on. Nan, Heather said that Sam showed her refund came after the car was bought. Right? Is that right or no?
Yeah, somebody was saying that. That's why I went over to her live.
That what?
She bought the car, and she didn't even get her refund until after.
And I wonder if you reached out.
So there's no way that the refund money.
Tish has showed messages. Here's what I know for sure. Tish has showed messages.
You're the one saying you bought a car.
100% saying that before there was ever money raised, of them discussing about Sam buying her a car.
I was watching that, Miss Majors. I was. But somebody said that Sam was showing something, so I wanted to see it. I've already was watching the family and all the things.
Okay, Gabby. But listen, whatever you're going to believe.
And the messages also state, I'm getting the car with my refund money. Or like that is there's messages from Sam to Tish that say this.
But Sam is showing stuff. I will say that, Texas. Sam is showing stuff.
Angie, hands down, that is facts. Hands down, that
it's hard. I will say it's hard to see, but she is showing things.
What you just said is 100% the truth. Both of us have dirty hands. Period.
I'm going to say that I agree.
That's facts.
I'm going to say that I agree.
I think Miss Leah over there is looking biased.
So if she's admitting to that, why don't she just come out and tell the truth?
She kind of has, in my opinion.
It only took her how many years to say that she kept that money?
They won't let me have a box. They talked.
She tried getting on before, showing that she refunded money, and all it showed was that she spent the money. People wouldn't know that.
I can bring her in here. We were on the phone together. We were watching Lifetime. We were actually talking about Harley Quinn. And then I went and put my kids in the back.
So she's only allowing her people. JP, do you think Tish did not know that the funeral money bought her car?
Facts, Jenny. She has showed it a million times.
That's another thing they said.
She refunded every fucking penny.
It was only last year's stuff.
Leah's requesting that you come over there. She said
so. Not the February that was just here, but the February before that. I was just listening.
Yeah, but why did you have to wait?
Because Danny and Tish are never going to compare receipts with me. They're never going to compare receipts with me. Tish cannot justify the things that Tish has said and done. Okay, I'm going to go over there. And under 2,000 people, we're going to do it all over again. Okay, guys? All right, let's go.
All right.
Listen, y'all can have those other levels.
Facts, Steph. So alive.
I think Tish sees it from your guys' point of view now as well, and everybody sees it from everybody's party and how it is. And I just hope that it's, I hope that we can stop talking about this poor kid.
And just from me, just from my mouth,
oh, what happened? I think you muted.
Sam literally said in a box the other day that everybody, I talked to everyone that sent the 1,600, and they all told me to just use it for whatever I want.
Okay, Sam's in here. Okay, cool. Sam, I'm gonna let you up in a minute.
oh, I was just saying, it's all right.
No, that's a damn lie. I don't see people just saying just take 13 grand.
She did say it the other day in Tish's box when they were arguing, or in Dez's box. She was like, I talked to them. They said to just use it. In my mind, I'm like, you mean to tell me people sent you $1,600 for a baby's funeral, but then told you, oh, just keep it when she doesn't want it?
I know that and I know that her partner will not talk on it anymore, and I'm hoping after this Sam will do the same thing, and I hope and pray that you're restfully in peace.
Thank you. I appreciate it, and I just, this is enough. It's been over a year now. It's enough, and we've done everything that we possibly can. On TikTok to get it to stop, legally wise to get it to stop, unless we want to hire an attorney. And I just don't think that it needs to get to that point to get it to stop.
And all right, so we can agree that every single person on this app, please stop talking about this baby, please.
So is Tish live and Sam went in her box?
No. No, Tish is trying to get into Leah's.
Is your name?
Sam. I'm sorry. Sam is trying to get into Leah's.
For this to just stop.
I'm not saying his name because it's not my place, guys. I know she said it's okay, but I don't know.
We're not. Why are y'all asking Nan?
So I'm just saying.
I don't. These people are weird.
He is a baby.
I think there's plenty that Tish is wrong for, but I think it's ain't none of my business. That's what I think. I think it's my friend, and I think everybody does wrong, and I'm not going to sit here and judge my friend. I think I'm not the TikTok police.
I think the only thing that kind of sucks about that, right, is Tish very much judges other people. And I'm going to use my husband, for example. My husband, who has never done anything to her. She likes to speak about it, all the things. So, I mean, I get where you're coming from. I get that it's your friend.
I agree, Missy. And you notice that I will leave a box when they start talking about you or Joey. Like, I don't give a fuck. I know, like, Danny the other day used you as an example of like, oh, but this isn't okay, or it's okay to sit with this or not do this or whatever. And that's the only time that I know that I've sat there. They don't talk to me about you. They know and respect the fact that I come over here and sit. They've never called me and said anything negative, and they know that. Like, that's not.
Every time anything goes on, it comes to me and this situation. The mother asked probably 8 months ago, 9 months ago, in my live, in my body.
And I will say I don't think Des knows anything about anything.
Gets mad or somebody goes for Tish, Tish wants to know why they can't
if she wanted to ask, I'd be willing to have the conversation with her. I've done it many times for many people, but I know she wasn't around for
I told
it.
Tish I brought it to the app because nobody came and told me I was a scammer.
But yeah,
me and Tish got into it. Tish told you about it during the kissing situation. Right, Des. I don't bring it to the app. I was friends with this mother personally. So when she walked into my live and she said, please stop it. Please stop it. I apologized to her. I told her what type of shitty human I was. And I never
asked
on it
us
again
to be involved.
until this gets brought up like it did this time. So me and Tish got into it right around May. This was something Tish held over my head.
oh, always stuff. I don't disagree.
So I went to the app and I told everyone that I had bought someone a car out of funeral money, and then I told Tish I took it to the app. Here you go. And Tish like
My phone died.
Want you to know that I told everyone that I bought someone a car with the money left from the donations. I didn't say who, but I told them I did. Okay, so that sounds to me that you're saying I just want you to know that I told everyone. Not that it's true. That's what it looks like to me.
Okay, but Leah, if I would have told you this and you thought I bought you a car out of taxes, wouldn't have you responded and said, "What the fuck? What do you mean you bought it?"
I'm just reading it from my perspective right now. It says, I
lied to you and told you that I bought you a car out of my taxes, and then I sent you this message. Would you have responded?
Move your head. Let me read it again. I just want you to know that I told everyone that I bought someone a car with the money left from the donations. I
appreciate. I try, and sometimes, look, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes it's hard because I do have certain respects for certain people. But at the end of the day, I feel how I feel. But I do try, and I do appreciate that.
To me, like you literally.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean
I took accountability for that, Leah. Though I took accountability.
And I respect that from you.
So the point behind it is that stop saying Sam and say Sam and Tish was fucked up individuals. Tish, stop trying to point fingers.
I didn't see that till now, so.
Oh, I get it, but I'm saying at the end of the day, stop trying to say, well, I didn't know, or I thought it was out of taxes. No, you didn't. You knew exactly where it was coming from. You knew exactly what was going on. You knew exactly what was happening, because what was genius the night of the fucking donations?
Oh, I'm thinking she's saying this was genius because I guess after the fact that you went live and told her that you used the money
this is why we were live. She already knew what the plan was. She already knew what the plan was. That's why she had Danny mute the child that was just in your box.
There was a kid in my box?
She's not a child. That's the mother's other daughter.
I just like kid in my box. Don't tell me that.
No, so right here is the one that got muted, and that's the same person that was just in your box.
Just said not true. You said you didn't want Lee Beck finding out you used your taxes. Who's Liebeck? I don't know who that is.
Liebeck's the one who bought me my house, and that was also the mother's girlfriend at the time. What was genius? What was genius, Stitch Hicks? Stop showing parts of messages and show them all. Next thing is,
show the tax receipt, Sam. Someone just said, I don't know.
The day I filed my taxes, so I never got my taxes. However, somebody told me when I was live the other day, Sam, if you filed taxes, it's going to show your file date, even though you didn't get your taxes. And I was like, what? It definitely shows my file date of what to get when I filed my taxes.
Oh.
I just didn't get them back.
3-2. So you filed them after all this?
Even after the car was purchased.
Damn. God damn. Why do people get caught up in shit
Sam
like
has been known to make fake receipts. I'm not saying those are fake. I'm not. But Sam has made receipts before. Because I thought that this was spoke about
I'm waiting for a Danny or a Tish comment. Everybody
in
else.
April. Like,
See, I
Hey
knew that.
Nan, is there a way for Tish to get her registration? She should be able to look on it and it should say the day that she bought the car.
Never told her that.
I do believe.
What was
I think she showed that a long time ago. I don't think that. I think that the date that they asked for that. You know what? Let me text her. I don't know.
Tish absolutely knew that
That would
purchase from the funeral money.
that would help with
I
the
don't,
date.
Nan, I don't want you to feel like you owe me nothing. I really don't. Like, I still stand on, I feel like they were both wrong in the situation. I'm not going to sit here and trash her and all the things, but I do feel like they were both wrong.
Well, I mean, it would if she, you know,
Y'all have continued to.
maybe if she went on her. I don't know. I really don't know best to.
To get this done and
I just don't like seeing people fucked off and fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I agree, Steph. I do agree.
Pray to God that the other.
After my experience,
So,
I probably would never do it again.
I have said that, you said that, and everything like that.
Yeah.
Let's not use tragedies to gain any more money. Let's build, like the family said, well, if she got paid in 2024, it would have been from 2023 taxes, just so we're clear.
yeah, guys. 2023 is. Do you know how to file taxes? Do we know how to file taxes?
Right, it says 3/02/2024 is when it was
Hey,
accepted.
Bon Bon.
That would have been the year it would have shown.
I
clear.
agree.
But that car was purchased from donations or a good thing. I'm out of this. That's shitty. Karma.
I mean, she said it in the comments. You know now. You know.
So, I don't know what else anyone wants.
I mean, I think the whole point of this was it took you guys. It took you a long time to realize like fuck, I fucked up.
No, I realized that way back when, Leah. You just didn't watch me then. I had a conversation with the mother. I had a conversation. The disrespect was showed on live. I talked to the mother and gave her the same apology on live. Hell, I don't know. 3 months after this happened, and took accountability. Told her I was sorry.
So then, in the end, they need to come up with a solution to pay the woman the money back.
I'm gonna go pee.
When he gets
Hold it
brought
down for a
on,
second.
Danny and Tish, and I know that you're.
Go ahead, Missy.
But anytime he gets brought onto them and clapbacks get shown, or somebody comes to me and says, "Hey Sam, don't you have something where Tish said such and such about your mama or such and such about this?" This is where I don't know if Danny knew or not. I cannot tell y'all that. I did not know. Hence to why the recording was done with JP, and Tish went after JP on a recording. Tish has it where she admitted